As a Christian, it's essential to approach the concept of trusting scientists with a critical eye. While scientists have made tremendous contributions to our understanding of the world, there are several reasons why Christians may be wary of placing unconditional trust in them. Firstly, the scientific community is not immune to the influence of worldly philosophies and ideologies that often contradict biblical teachings. Many scientists operate from a naturalistic worldview, which asserts that the universe can be explained solely through natural laws and processes, without the need for supernatural intervention. This perspective can lead scientists to dismiss or downplay the role of God in creation, which is a fundamental aspect of the Christian faith. For instance, the theory of evolution, which is widely accepted in the scientific community, suggests that life on Earth emerged through a process of random mutation and natural selection, rather than through intentional design by a creator. While evolution may be a useful tool for understanding the diversity of life on Earth, it can also be seen as a threat to the biblical account of creation, which is a cornerstone of Christian doctrine. Another reason Christians may be hesitant to trust scientists is that they often rely on empirical evidence and observation to support their claims. While empirical evidence is a crucial aspect of the scientific method, it is limited in its ability to provide a complete understanding of the world. The Bible teaches that there are spiritual realities that operate beyond the realm of empirical observation, and that faith is necessary to apprehend these truths. Scientists, on the other hand, may be skeptical of claims that cannot be verified through empirical means, which can lead to a narrow and reductionist view of reality. Furthermore, the scientific community is not always objective or unbiased. Scientists, like all human beings, are subject to personal biases, cultural influences, and ideological agendas that can shape their research and conclusions. For example, the field of climate science has been marred by controversy and debate, with some scientists arguing that human activity is the primary driver of global warming, while others claim that natural factors are more significant. This lack of consensus highlights the fact that scientists are not always unanimous in their views, and that their conclusions may be influenced by factors other than pure scientific objectivity. Additionally, Christians may be concerned that scientists often prioritize their own theories and models over biblical teachings. This can be seen in a way that scientists often interpret data and evidence through the lens of their own worldview, rather than considering alternative perspectives. For instance, the discovery of dinosaur fossils has been used to support the theory of evolution, but it can also be seen as evidence of God's creative power and majesty. However, scientists may be reluctant to consider the latter interpretation, as it would require them to acknowledge the possibility of supernatural intervention in the natural world. Finally, Christians should be cautious of the way that scientists often present their findings as absolute truth, rather than as provisional and subject to revision. The history of science is replete with examples of theories that were once widely accepted, only to be later proven false or incomplete. This highlights the fact that scientific knowledge is always imperfect and subject to revision, and that Christians should be wary of placing too much trust in the latest scientific trends or fashions. In conclusion, while scientists have made significant contributions to our understanding of the world, Christians have good reason to approach their claims with a critical eye. The influence of worldly philosophies, the limitations of empirical evidence, the lack of objectivity, the prioritization of scientific theories over biblical teachings, and the presentation of provisional findings as absolute truth all contribute to a climate of skepticism and distrust. As Christians, we must be mindful of these factors and approach scientific claims with a discerning spirit, recognizing that true wisdom and understanding come from God, rather than from human beings alone. By doing so, we can navigate the complexities of the scientific world with confidence and faith, always remembering that our ultimate trust is in the Lord, rather than in human wisdom or ingenuity.